She called her a maid, but just minutes later, the entire hall was on their knees before her. No one knew who that humble woman really was, until a shocking secret was revealed. A powerful lesson about arrogance, humility, and how fate can turn everything upside down in a single moment. If you love stories with unexpected twists and deep life meanings, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. Part 1. The Woman Who Came from the Shadows. My name is Monica Harris. I'm 52 years old, an African-American woman with bronze skin and hair touched by silver. For years, I've lived quietly, away from spotlights, interviews, and applause. People once called me the ghost of the tech world, the woman who founded Harris Innovations, then vanished without explanation. But tonight, I've returned not as a business leader, but simply as a mother attending her son's engagement party. The event takes place at the Grand Marriott Ballroom, where crystal chandeliers scatter light across rows of champagne glasses and elegant evening gowns. The air smells of expensive perfume and ambition. I step into that world wearing a plain gray dress, no jewelry, holding only a small bouquet. Faces glance at me, then turn away, as if I were merely a staff member who had wandered into a place where I didn't belong. Ethan, my son, stands in the center of the room, hand in hand with Vanessa Reed, a beautiful woman with sharp features and a cold smile. I watch him with a mother's pride tinged by unease. He doesn't know I'm here. I wanted to see this event through the eyes of an outsider, to witness his happiness, and to truly see the woman he has chosen. As I move closer to the main table, Vanessa turns. Her eyes scan me from my worn shoes to my simple dress, then narrow in irritation. "Excuse me," she says coolly. "This area is for guests only. The service staff is over there." I freeze for a moment. A faint smile forms on my lips. Before I can speak, a waiter brushes past and accidentally spills a glass of red wine across my shoulder. The crowd gasps. Vanessa frowns, lowering her voice just enough for everyone nearby to hear. "Goodness, how clumsy. Please, get her out of here. I don't want to see this mess any longer." I look at her, not angry, not embarrassed, just with a quiet clarity. In that instant, I feel the weight of every prejudice in the room pressing down on me. The crystal light glints off her face, cold, perfect, and arrogant, and for a fleeting second, I see myself in her, the younger version of me who once believed power made her superior. The security guard steps forward. The room grows still. Whispers ripple through the guests. Some avert their eyes, others pretend not to see. I nod slightly and take a step back. Among the crowd, a technician from Harris Innovations stands frozen, his face pale. He whispers under his breath, almost afraid to believe what he's seeing. "It can't be. Is that really her?" I turn away, the faint smile still lingering. Light from the entrance spills across my face, half in brightness, half in shadow. I know, deep down, that tonight, everything is only just beginning. The music in the hall began to fade, giving way to a wave of congratulations, echoing from the main stage. I sat quietly in the far corner, watching. Vanessa clung tightly to Ethan's arm, her face glowing as she spoke in that honey-sweet voice, introducing her talented fiancé and their bright future. She kept talking about the Harris family name, the wealth, the power, as if those were the only measures of happiness. I listened, feeling a faint tremor ripple through my chest. The room was too bright, yet within all that light, I felt strangely alone. A few guests whispered among themselves. Someone mentioned that no one had ever met the true president of Harris Innovations, only heard rumors that she was a mysterious, intelligent, and powerful woman. Vanessa laughed, tilting her chin high. "The real president? I heard she's old and long retired. The world belongs to the younger generation now." Her words drew a few polite chuckles. I took a slow sip of wine. The taste burned slightly sharp, bitter, familiar. A reminder of everything I'd sacrificed to reach this moment. Suddenly, the sharp click of security boots echoed through the hall. A staff member rushed up to the organizers, whispering urgently, his face tight with alarm. I noticed the faint blue flash on his earpiece. The air shifted, something wasn't right. Then, from the control booth, a calm but firm voice rang out. Unauthorized access detected in the main display system. Source identified. Executive level clearance. The room erupted in murmurs. Before anyone could react, every LED screen in the hall flickered to life. The Harris Innovations emblem appeared in the air, spinning slowly in a cold silver light. Then came a voice clear, commanding, mechanical. Welcome the arrival of the founder and chairwoman Monica Harris. I rose from my seat. Hundreds of eyes turned toward me, shock, confusion, disbelief painted across their faces. Vanessa froze, clutching her glass so tightly her knuckles turned white. Ethan turned pale, his expression hollow. The air felt suspended, the music distant, like an echo from another world. I walked forward, into the center of the light. I didn't need to speak. I didn't need to explain. The words founder and chairwoman, Monica Harris, glowed behind me, reflected in the stunned eyes of those who had looked down on me just minutes before. Ethan fell to his knees. His voice trembled. Mom, I didn't know. Vanessa stepped back, stammering. No, this can't be. I met her gaze, calm and steady, my voice low and resonant. Sometimes, the very thing you look down on is what you'll one day beg for forgiveness from. Silence swallowed the room. Every laugh vanished. All that remained was a heavy stillness, as if the entire world had bowed its head before a truth it could no longer deny. The room fell into absolute silence. No more music, no laughter, only the cold white light from the screen still projected my face across the grand hall, with the words, Founder, CEO of Harris Innovations, Monica Harris. Every guest lowered their head, champagne glasses trembled in their hands. I looked around and saw confusion, fear, and shame mingling in every pair of eyes. Vanessa stood frozen, her face pale. She couldn't speak, only stared down at her sparkling heels. Ethan stepped forward, voice trembling. Mom, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I placed my hand on his shoulder, feeling his heartbeat pounding in panic. My eyes met Vanessa's once so proud, so certain she had everything. Now, she was just a reflection of her own arrogance collapsing. Sometimes, I said slowly, what you look down on will be the very thing you'll one day beg forgiveness from. The words sliced through the silence. Vanessa broke down, crying, whispering, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I was wrong. I didn't answer. I simply stepped back, letting my silence speak. Ethan sank to his knees, shoulders trembling. I laid my hand on his head, light, forgiving. There was no need for anger, no need for punishment. Some lessons only carve deep when shame is born from within. A few guests slipped quietly out of the hall, avoiding eye contact. Others bowed slightly as they passed me, their gazes filled with newfound respect. Some deleted the photos they had taken of the chaos moments earlier. I stood still in the center of the room, feeling the stillness wash over everything like the final note of a long-forgotten symphony. Ethan, I said softly, happiness isn't found in a wedding feast or a diamond ring. It's in how you treat those you think are beneath you. He looked up, eyes red and wet, and nodded without a word. Vanessa remained on her knees, clutching her gown, shaking uncontrollably. I set my wine glass down. The crystal shimmered with a deep red reflection, something beautiful and painful all at once. Then I turned to leave. The sound of my heels echoed softly against the marble floor, marking the quiet close of a long, heavy story. No one stopped me. Above, the chandelier light cascaded down, painting my silhouette between brightness and shadow. I knew this night would be retold in whispers, perhaps exaggerated, perhaps twisted. But for me, it was just a quiet evening. The night truth finally came to light, and pride learned to kneel. They later called me the woman who made an entire city bow. But I never needed a title. True power doesn't lie in status. It lies in making others realize their own lessons. In silence.